Good evening, YouTube friends and family. This is Laura coming to you with a short video. And today I'm going to be talking about burnout. Have you ever experienced burnout? Burnout to the point where you don't want to socialize with anyone. The things or activities that used to bring you joy and make you smile and make you feel good on the inside is just not cutting it. Um, you start realizing that you're having problems with your focus and even some memory, some fogginess with the memory and everything. That, my friend, those symptoms are the classic symptoms of burnout. And I don't have a dictionary with me to give you the dictionary definition of burnout. But what I can tell you is that burnout is when physical fatigue and mental fatigue take place at the same time. When you experience both mental and physical fatigue, my friend, that is a recipe for burnout. And burnout doesn't all of a sudden, it just doesn't happen in one day. It creeps up on you. It takes some time to creep up on you. It may happen within a few days. It may happen within a few weeks. It may even take a few years. But when you experience mental and physical fatigue, both occurring inside of your body at the same time, you have just experienced burnout. So, what causes us to burn out? Burnout happens when you're spreading yourself too thin. When you're burning the candle at both ends, you're doing too much. you know and burnout can happen when you're physically exerting yourself too much, or when you are mentally exerting yourself too much. You can experience complete and total burnout. And when it hits you, there's not enough sleep in the world, there's not enough exercise, there's not enough vitamins that you can take that will make you feel fully rested, recuperated, and back to yourself again. So what do you do when you find yourself at a point that you're experiencing burnout? First of all, don't allow yourself to get to that point. Because you know what? When you're trying to do several things and get a lot done and you're spreading yourself too thin, you're not doing anything efficiently. You're half doing everything and you're giving nothing 100%. And also, you're not giving yourself 100%. Because if you can't enjoy the things that used to make you smile and used to make you feel good, then you're doing a disservice to yourself. And you're doing a disservice to those that you love because you're not giving them 100%. And so, excuse me. And so take some time out to just to recuperate and everything. Trent Shelton calls it disconnect in order to reconnect. And so that's something that since I experienced burnout this week, I had to disconnect in order to reconnect because I was not being of any service to myself or anybody else. As a matter of fact, I didn't feel like being bothered whatsoever. I wanted to just wrap myself in a cocoon and just stay there. And so I had to disconnect in order to reconnect. And what I did is just disconnected from social media, disconnected from everybody. And I took off and I did something that I enjoyed personally doing, something that would spark a flame of energy in me, ignite the fire back in me, because I had lost my fire. I had lost my spunk. I had lost my drive, my gusto. I didn't have that anymore. And I had to think, like, what is going on? And so I realized that I was spreading myself too thin. Um, I was taking on things in my life that I shouldn't be taking on and everything. And so I had to say, you know what? The next thing I'm going to do after I disconnect and everything, I got to pray and say, God, help me to take all of this that I'm dealing with, lay it on the altar, and leave it on the altar. And that's tough. That's tough because, sometimes we like to feel that we're Superman or Superwoman, and we like to walk around with our cape on, and we can handle it, we can do it all, we can get her done. But you know what? Sometimes no, you cannot. No, you cannot. Sometimes you have to take off your Superwoman and your Superman cape and say, you know what? Let the natural occurrence of things happen. I've done all that I can do, and that's it. And when you've done all that you can, that's all that you can do. So you just stand and you take a step back and you just let things naturally occur as they should. And you know what? You don't always have to be the one to carry the load. People are more than capable of carrying their own loads. And it's okay. I'm not saying not to walk along somebody and help out and, help them with a burden or something like that. But you know what? In the end, everyone has to be responsible for their own load. You can't be responsible for the world. You can't take on the world. And so I had to just, I had to learn to take a step back. And so this video is to encourage you, if you're experiencing burnout, disconnect, to reconnect, pray about it, lay it on the altar, do something that you love doing in order to get your spark and your flame back. And then when you're ready, don't allow anyone to rush you. When you're ready, then you step back into the arena. You step back in and get ready for the fight again. But until then, take some time for yourself, relax, recoup, and just reconnect to you again. Find you again. You know what? In this life and everything, it's not about what everybody else thinks. It's not about what everybody else is doing. It's about you. And like my grandmother used to say, you came into this world by yourself. You're going to leave out of this world by yourself. And so you have to make sure that you are being the best you that you can be to yourself before you can be the best you to anybody else. And so I'm going to cut the video short today. I hope that you found this content useful, helpful. I just wanted to let you guys know that, for the past couple of days, I have been crying out for more peace in my life. I've been trying to figure this out. I've been trying to get a hold on this burnout. And so I must tell you that I feel better today. I feel refreshed, and I'm ready to step back into the arena, and I'm ready to fight again. So anyway, I'm going to end it right here because I can talk. I'm going to let it go. But anyway, thank you so much for listening. And if you enjoy the content of my YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share. And as always, until we meet again, bye-bye, my friends.